I've been considering doing this video for at least a couple of months. And since we had that social media summit yesterday at the White House, I think this is a pretty good time to discuss a certain situation with YouTube, which actually I'm going to start calling them ThemTube. But here's the situation, and I'm going to have something very specific. It's not going to be a matter of opinion or anything. I'm going to demonstrate for you exactly how YouTube, that you can see with your own lion eyes, exactly how YouTube is shadow banning conservatives via their search engine. So, with the example I'm going to show you right now is let's do a video I did yesterday. It's about Hunter Biden. I did a video about how CNN is trying to promote the idea of Hunter Biden, that's Joe Biden's son, as a mental health victim, which rather than just being flat out corrupt. So what happened is as typically happens with just about almost the majority of my videos now, this is something, by the way, that Scott Adams also pointed out on one of his recent videos, is they constantly demonetize my videos immediately from their AI terminators or whatever. And then what happens is, this is typical, and then almost always within about a day or two, they remonetize it again. Well, the problem with that is, because I asked for a review. I always ask for a review, and I get a human review, and then it ends up like at least 95% of my videos are ultimately remonetized. So should I be appreciative of this? No, because meanwhile, during the time they're taking to review the video, which, like I say, can be a day or two, most of the people have already seen the video, number one. And also, as Scott Adams pointed out, is that then they don't promote the video. Why? Because it's been demonetized. They don't promote it on YouTube, so you lose a lot of potential viewers that way. But the situation I want to show today is I'm going to show you that you're going to see for sure how they're shadow banning, especially conservative creators such as myself, but not only me, but in general. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you in a moment how they're using their search engine to shadow ban conservatives. So I'll tell you what, let's go. We're going to see it for ourselves. You're going to have absolutely no doubt as to the sneaky tactics used by YouTube to shadow ban conservatives. Here's my dummy. Here's the last 4 videos up on my dummy funnies page. And now this is the one I was just talking about. CNN spins Hunter Biden as mental health victim. Now, before we go to how I'm going to show you how they shadow ban via the search, just let me note again, very typical. This video from yesterday was demonetized initially until about a day. Within about a day, it was remonetized after most people saw it, and of course it's not promoted because it's been demonetized. Now, just to give you an example of how widespread that routine is, see these 4 videos? Of these 4, 3 of them had the same thing happen. This one also, same thing. Initially demonetized, later remonetized. This one got about almost 2,000 views. This one was initially demonetized, and then after it had well over 1,000 views, finally they remonetized it. Well, thank you very much. Now that most people have already seen it, and that it's not being promoted in your on your channel, I mean on YouTube, because it's been demonetized. That's a sneaky little thing, but Scott Adams went into it in more detail than I did. Now, before we go on to the search engine, let me just show you again, just so you could verify the date. It's at 21 hours. To the New York Times political correspondent, Astad Herndon, who continues
date
with
right
this
here. You can see it, July 11th, 2019. Today's the 12th.
as
This was
a mental
Thursday,
health
yesterday,
victim
today's Friday.
who was forced that
So now
way by
let's
hitting
go
that
to
crack
the
pipe.
search.
Watch.
Let's do a search on it, and I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about. How they are. There's going to be no doubt in your mind how they're shadow banning via the search function. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and do two searches, and I'm going to prove my point exactly. The first one is going to be on Hunter Biden, and it's going to be the general search for what YouTube thinks is relevant. So this is more of a subjective than anything. So, but we're going to get to an objective search in a moment. So, but first, let's do the subjective search on Hunter Biden. So here we go. And as you can see, do we see a pattern here? It's, again, as I said, YouTube is becoming ThemTube. Them means legacy corporate media. So here we have Hunter Biden, and notice the dates. Okay, so anyway, here, Hunter Biden Entertainment Tonight, CNN, ABC News, CNN, Euronews, Access, AB. Okay, I get it. They're YouTube. They're forgetting who made them, and they're promoting heavily the legacy media. All right, but that's objection. Maybe you think PJ's whining. He didn't get his Hunter Biden search towards the top. Okay, fine. I understand that. But now let's go to the search filter, and we're going to filter, you see here, by upload date. So this is now, it's no longer subjective, it's objective. It's whatever was the most recent ones we're going to see at the top, and there's no subjectivity to it. So let's watch what happens. Okay, ready? Go. Here we go. Okay, but remember the date of my my video was yesterday, July 11th. So the most recent one here is they have from a week ago. They've had more than enough time to get this into the search engine. I mean, an hour is more than enough, but now it's a day later, still nothing. Here, how Joe Biden, how Joe Biden reacted to Hunter's surprise wedding. I like how the criticism of them, they make sure it's a Russia to the RT America. So it's like the nasty Russian. Yeah, it's the nasty Ruskies that are making these allegations. And then here, 1 week ago. Now, believe me, folks, does it make any sense that in the past week there has been nothing uploaded about Hunter Biden? Give me a break. Not only my video, but all the other videos about Hunter Biden should have shown up on the YouTube search by date. Remember, it's not subjective. This is objective by date. Mine and everybody else. I'm sure there's plenty of other people, but see, I can't find it. So actually, this is actually harming YouTube users if they want to find recent videos of Hunter Biden. Guess what? You're going to have a hard time. This is what's known as shadow banning via search function. So here, let's look. So here, you're not going to, 3 weeks ago. Yeah. How convenient. Now, I wonder who they're protecting here, because it's Hunter Biden, the son of the leading candidate for the Democrat nomination as of this moment. I don't think he'll be leading much longer, but so be it. Now, one other thing, what can you do about it? Well, I would suggest that everybody that uploads, especially you conservative creators, when you upload a video, do a search later on the as far as the upload date. Go to filter it out, do the upload date, and see if it even appears. Now, what else could be done about it? Well, here, I'm going to show you in a moment here. There's going to be a Senate Judiciary Subcommittee hearing next week on Tuesday, and I really hope that they look into this specific thing about how YouTube is using their search function to shadow ban videos that they want to suppress. And they're not, I mean, this is actually pretty absurd. This is not, again, this is not by what they consider relevant. This is by date. It's supposed to be objective. I'm going to show you the page in a moment here for the Senate Judiciary Subcommittee on that, which is going to be chaired by Ted Cruz, by the way. All right, here it is. This is really important. You see, this is exactly what they're investigating. The committee hearing is about. It's chaired by Senator Ted Cruz. It's a subcommittee on the Constitution. And look at the subject matter: Google and censorship through search engines. Well, here's a perfect example. A search engine that is filtered by date, by upload date, and it's not even, it's still suppressing videos it doesn't like. It's unbelievable. And so I would suggest maybe somebody out there could forward this information to Senator Cruz. And also, I'm definitely going to be watching. They're going to have a live video of the hearing, so this is going to be really interesting on Tuesday at 2:30. So that's something to really pay attention to. But now you see it. There's no doubt about it. YouTube is absolutely, most definitely shadow banning videos it wants to suppress through the search engine, and not just by what they consider relevant, but even by date, which is supposed to be objective. How do you, this is unbelievable. How do you not show the videos and the date is right there? Mine was July 11th, and yet it didn't even appear on there when it should have. It had more than enough time, a day.
So there you have it. YouTube is becoming ThemTube. Basically, what they don't like, the creators that made them, you, as in YouTube. Instead, they're promoting a legacy media, ThemTube, the corporate legacy media. So they're trying to suppress the especially conservative creators. So there you have it. You see for yourself. They're using their search function, among other things. Like I say, it's also the demonetization, their algorithms, and other methods they're using to suppress the people that made them. YouTube. You got that? Put the U back in YouTube.